Hi, this is Jim with CableSupply.com, and today we're going to talk about a basic LAN tester. And what it does is it basically tests the cables that you put behind the wall to ensure proper pinout. And it also tests patch cords. Let me show you what it looks like. Comes in two little units. It runs off a 9-volt battery in the back. Okay, the LAN tester, this model comes with a remote and a base. Now the base has two RJ45s, which means you can test not only for patch cords to see if there's a proper pinout. You'd plug in one patch end of the patch cord here, the other end here. But you can also test your jacks and patch panel to see if you have the proper pinout. Now, I've been in telecom for over 30 years, and 99.9% of the problems in cabling is basically a pinout problem. There are testers to test whether or not something is certified at Cat 5e or Cat 6 level. Those testers generally cost anywhere from $800 to upwards to $6,000. This little tester, though, will solve 99.9% of your problems, which is usually pinout. If you're buying Cat 5e or Cat 6 cables, jacks, and patch panels, all of the same category, they will certify at that level. The only issue you really have to deal with is pinout. The pinout, as you can see, there are different color cables in there, and you have to have the cable in the right, what they call pins. So if you get them wrong, sometimes it looks right, sometimes you've had all good intentions, but unless you test it, you don't know for sure whether it pins out right. And then what happens is once you plug in the computer, for some reason the computer just isn't working right, and it will drive you crazy. And it's as simple as just finding your mistake where your pinout is. And once you verify that you have the proper pinout on both ends, it will work. This is a very inexpensive tester. It not only tests patch cords, but it will also test behind the wall cabling and your jacks to make sure that you've punched it down correctly. Let's demonstrate how it works. Now, this is a patch cord, and what we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to test patch cords. First, you turn on the machine, the tester, excuse me, and it has an auto and a manual. That's auto, that's manual. I'm going to plug in the patch cord, and this is perfect for testing patch cords because of the two outlets on top. I'm going to turn on the patch cord. I'm going to plug in the patch cord. And right now it's on manual, and it's showing me that pin 1 is straight through, which it should be. I'm going to push on this test. Pin 2 is straight through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's what you need. You need a straight through pinout for it to work properly. Now if I hit manual, it will test it automatically. Now, another way you can test is you can use the remote. This is the remote for a LAN test. And you can put it on auto. And as you see, you watch either end or have someone at each end make sure that the pinout is working properly. And you can actually tell if it goes out of sync, you have a bad pinout. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to cut just one pair or one wire out of this loop, and let's see what happens. Now you can see that pair 7 is not working.
And then for emergency, all Yeah, just 9.5.
Let's try it here.
And it's actually only 5.5.
It's obvious if you look at 7. Let's turn off the auto, put it on manual. Go through this manually. See? There it is. An open. And this is what we did. We just cut that one wire in that patch cord. Alright, let's cut some more. There it is. It's 5 and 7 now. It's cut. Pair 5 and 7. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the unit on. I have a patch cord here and it's on automatic, as you can see. And I'm going to plug it into the outlet that we cabled here. What we're going to do now is we're going to go in the back in the data room and we're going to plug in the remote. So let's go back there. I'm going to leave this on. Okay, now we're out in the computer closet. Or actually, we're doing some work here, but just to demonstrate the usefulness of this product, I'm going to plug it in to the patch panel, where it actually connects at the other end to the main unit that we already have turned on. You can see the buttons are going in sequence. That tells me that we cabled it correctly at the patch panel and at the jack, and that everything is working the way it's supposed to. No opens, no shorts, and proper pinout. Goes all the way down 1 through 8. The reason why the ground doesn't work is this is not shielded cable. If shielded cable was in use, you'd see a ground light. Hi, this is Jim. Thank you for watching our video on CableSupply.com. We have a lot of other how-to videos, also product videos. Thank you for visiting our site.